I know what time it is. When y'all heard the lady singing and the slow beat bringing, it's Big Vern in the booth doing his thing. Been a crazy day here in the studio. First segment, we talked about Devin the Dream Haney. Devin the Dream Haney is victorious, as we said he would be, as we pointed out the keys to victory. We were right. I'm shocked. I'm shocking myself. So that was one thing. And Ryan Garcia, he's off the juice, and it's a big problem because he's scared to death. He didn't train. He looked like crap. He got dropped in the second round of that fight, and he got outboxed by Rolly Romero, of all people. Then we talked Teofimo Lopez, another garbage trash individual. Teofimo was on that same card, and nobody cared because nobody's talking about it. And he tried to go, like I said, he tried to make himself relevant by calling out Terrence Crawford after the fight. However, Terrence Crawford wasn't even there. Terrence Crawford didn't even come to see him fight. He flew in late, actually, to catch the Ryan Garcia fight from the beginning with Broly, and he shook hands with Turkey Al-Sheikh. At that point, nobody knew where Tio and his daddy were. Go figure. Then we talked some Houston Rockets basketball. They stave off elimination by rocking Golden State to get to Game 7. And this could be the first time in a long time. It's refreshing to see all new faces in the NBA playoffs. Then we talked to Michigan. More corruption at Michigan as two more coaches are hit with NCAA penalties for show cause. One guy in Clintskill was paying families and paying players, and another guy, mentor Jesse, was sitting here texting sophomores in high school. I can't make that up. That's just, oh my goodness. And failing to cooperate with their employer. Does that make sense on any level? So, gonna go ahead and keep the creep bus rolling, allegedly. And Joe Lyberger, tell you what, give me a rap album before we dive into this ridiculousness. It's your boy Big Vern. It's your boy Big Vern pumping a new rap album this month. Key Glock, Glockavelli, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track, the entitled track itself, Glockavelli. Blue Devil's hard. Blue Devil's hard. Badu, she's ready. The Grinch is crazy. Whoever thought to do that beat like on that tempo? Give me a break. Paper Cuts, again, 3 a.m. in Tokyo. Key Glock, Glockavelli, in stores now. Yo, shout out to Key Glock. Shout out to South Memphis. Y'all got y'all one of them ones. Homie's nice. I cannot front you. Homie's nice. Make sure you get Glockavelli. So at Ohio State, in what could be considered a race to the bottom, they have fired defensive quality control coach Mr. Joe Lyberger. Now, he's been under investigation since December of last year. Turns out he violated the university's policy, prevented non-discrimination, harassment, and sexual misconduct. What? Another creep? Allegedly. He allegedly stalked a woman and spit in a bottle. What? I don't understand what that is. Does he chew tobacco? And if so, how is him spitting into a cup a sexual harassment charge? That's weird. I'm not touching that one. That's just weird. And if anything, I don't know about sexual harassment, but it is disgusting if he's just spitting into a chew cup. Now, what is he talking to her and looking at her in the eyes and then he dips and spit? Who knows? Now, Lyberger, he wasn't going to take this laying down. He got himself an attorney. Now, Sam Schmansky, and if I've mispronounced your name, so what? Get over it. You'll live. Now, he represents him, and he said that the allegations are absurd and they have zero evidence. He might have a point. He might have a point because I still don't know what this whole spitting in a cup thing was. How is that sexual harassment? And look, if he's stalking women on the campus of Ohio, now I'm just going to go ahead and toot my own horn. The best looking women are in the Midwest. I'm sorry. I had to hurt your feelings. Best looking women are in the Midwest. You Cali chicks and New York City chicks, Second is that what a really close second is Georgia. Said Georgia and women in like said from Georgia, Tennessee, okay, yeah, but middle of the country, we got the best. That's just how it is. I didn't make the rules. God did. But back to Scumbag You. If he's guilty of stalking these women, by all means, get him out of here. You're a coach. You're a guy in position of authority. You shouldn't be out there stalking anybody, sir. That should not even be a thing. I don't even think I need to even say anything about that. The fact that I got to go into that is really hurtful and distrustful. But also, show the evidence. Show the evidence, if you have it, that this dude is actually out here doing the thing you said he did. Because you made him turn in his badge, you made him turn in all of his security clearances and everything. And if his attorney is saying that there's no evidence, the only way that you could actually refute that is if you deliver said evidence. Does that make sense? It did to me. Anyway, Szymanski went on to say, it was the most pathetic sham I've ever seen. The hearing examiner should have been a prosecutor. It was an absolute embarrassment from a legal perspective, in my opinion. Okay, but did you get the evidence? Because sexual harassment and any kind of sexual assault, those are charges that no man wants to be associated with. You do not want that stain on your name. So the fact that you're having to get a lawyer to defend yourself from these charges that have you distraught, that have you in your feels, you really want to go ahead and get to the bottom of, hey, look, I didn't do this. This isn't me. And that's a fair question. And you want to ask yourself at any point in time, hey, look, what did he know? When did he know it? What happened? When did he do it? Show me the evidence, and then I'll go ahead and let this go. But for him to be under investigation from December all the way up till this week, and when you fired him, and nobody asked to see any evidence, and then his lawyer is saying that you have no evidence, let that be the reason. Let that be the reason. You don't have to mention this lady by name or the women by name. You don't have to put their names out there. You can leave them as John Doe's, but you got to provide them with who, what, when, where, why, and how. And if you can do that and you can show that this dude is guilty of what you say he did, by all means, you're fired. But we just can't fire somebody all willy-nilly without getting the facts. Szymanski was right about that. And if I'm butchering his last name, get over it. He's a lawyer, makes millions of dollars. But Joe Lyberger, he's got to clear his name because he doesn't want that to follow him to any potential employer that he may go try to get employment with. He doesn't want to sit there and have this brought up. Like, oh, we see you got dismissed for sexual harassment. That's going to go ahead and put a red flag on this man's employment forever. And so if he did not do these things, by all means, at least don't dirty up his name. But if he did do this, yeah, get rid of him. Tar and feather, embarrass him, put him out there, make him an example. But if he didn't do any of this, don't drag this man's name through the mud. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's the show. Thank you all for joining us. We had a great time. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button and share the content. This is Big Vern, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.